So hello everyone. Today we are here to have a walkthrough of the BlackVault AI-powered network penetration testing solution. So as you can see, this is the prime interface that you'll see once you visit blackvault.cloud. So I'll just quickly switch to the dark mode or the dark theme, and let's begin by first signing up. Here you need to enter the credentials that you have been provided from us. And basically, this is how the Black Vault security dashboard would look like for you. So here you can see the plan details that you currently have. So as we can see, we have here 25 basic scans, of which 3 we have currently utilized. IP address quota limit is currently 50 IP addresses, of which 5 has been utilized. Maximum IPs that which we can put on scan in a single time is 30. So here you can see different widgets which tells you about the scans that has been initiated till date. So overall security posture, which is mentioned here, is critical since we have a count of 4 in here. There are also 9 high vulnerabilities, 20 medium and 3 low. So in total, we have 46 findings over total 1 target scanned. The scan which has been completed is 1 and currently there are 0 scans running. Here you can have a look on the recent activity, the AI scan engine, and then we have the vulnerability trends which goes for the past 7 days. You can see here it is for the past week. So from here you can directly enter the manage plan section window. But currently we are focused upon the technical part. So from this button, you can directly go and view all the scans, and from here you can directly create a new scan. So let's first initiate a quick scan on a public IP. So you can create a new target or use an existing one. Well, if we speak of the scan templates, we have a quick scan which ensures that you get a quick and fast result to detect all well-known findings. Well, if you are determined to get a comprehensive deep scan, you can go for the advanced scan template. If you are looking for a particular compliance related findings, then you can choose between PCI DSS, NIST SP 853, HIPAA compliance, GDPR, ISO 27001, or SOX compliance. Currently, we are moving forward with a quick scan on a new target. We'll have this name as a public IP. Here, I'll quickly take up my scope IP, put it in here. So you can give any of the following way in which you want to fill out your target. Currently, I have only one single IP address, so I'll just move forward with it. And since it is a public IP, you need to select the execution mode as the server-side scan. So BlackVault server can connect with that particular public IP and conduct the thorough analysis. So you can just hit the start scan button. So while the scan is proceeding, as we can see the notification has arrived too, we'll just click a dismiss. So it will straight away bring you to the scans module. Here you can see there has been one of the past scans of which the results were populated on the dashboard as well, which were as follows. So if we check in the scans module, our current scan has begun and 10% has been completed. Here you can see the timestamp of the scan created. Here you can see the scan template, the name that we have given, status, and when the findings populate, you can see it over here as well. So All the scans that you trigger, you can see a wholesome view of it in here. And from here also you can create a new scan. Well, if you remember, there apart from selecting a new target, there was also an option for using an existing target. So if you have created a scan in the past, you can directly get those scans details or the target details over here and you can select it from there. Or if you wish to bulk load your targets, you can come to the targets tab, select the add target and the similar details will appear here. You can give the target name and the target IP range and a description that you like and simply hit add target and the target will load up. Moving forward, we have our AI agents module. From here, you can see that whichever agent you might have created will show up over here. So let's create a fresh agent. If you leave this blank, it will automatically take up your system's name. Currently, I'm working on Windows, so you can either select Linux or Mac, which is currently supported. So let's leave this blank and check if this works. Wonderful. A new agent has been created and here we receive an API key. Please make sure to copy this and put it in the environment file that you will be having. So here I'll quickly just jump off to the env file and I'll paste this API key. So here you'll have the platform URL, the scan interval, the heartbeat, and the API key configuration. Once this is set up, we'll just make sure that we have saved this thing. And in this folder, we also have the AI agent. So this environment configuration will be loaded up in this AI agent. I'll just simply boot this thing up. Here you can see before we accept this, just a second. I'll just close this. You can see this is the new agent, right? So here, I'll just restart the agent. Wonderful. So you can see the agent name has been automatically taken up as workflow, which is my system's ID. And we'll come back over here in BlackVault Cloud. And then it has automatically, instead of new agent, taken my system's name and shows the status as online. This is my current private IP and the platform, which is the OS I'm using. This is the agent key that we have just created and set up for our agent. The last seen timestamps and the date created can also be seen here. Here you have the option to regenerate the key or delete the agent at all. Moving forward, you can observe the network topology, which means whichever systems are there in my network, the agent has detected and automatically predicted a score for them, that how likely, vulnerable, or accessible they are. So then you can check the network paths. So currently as the AI agent is working, it does slowly populate everything up in here. And here you can see for the IPs that have been discovered, you can see a scan priority based on the AI findings. It prioritizes these factors based on the exposure level, device category, last seen recency, and vulnerability history. So as of now, we have 5 low priority distributions and 6 medium. Total 18 hosts have been discovered. Network path yet stays 0 because these results have been from my past agent. Trust zones are 13 unknown and 5 internal, and currently we do not have any of the IP in the do not scans list. If you want any to be moved to do not scan, in that case you can just click this button and you'll see the pop-up for added to do not scans list. This entire dashboard will refresh automatically by itself, but while if you feel that something feels laggy, you have a manual refresh button over in here as well. Next, we have the agent mesh. So since you can have multiple agents running at once, just to ensure that all the agents are not focused upon on a single target IP or a device, we have ensured that they work in a mesh where one of the agent will be the leader node and the other agents would be the worker nodes. All the worker nodes will report to the leader node by default, which ensures each worker gets a separate IP and scope to work upon and they do not clash. And the head IP or the leader node ensures to put everything up in the dashboard. So currently you can see that the cluster health is 50% because totally we have two agents and of which one is online and one is offline. So hence the cluster health defines as 50%. This is my current agent CPU load and memory load. So if you feel that something feels laggy or something that just doesn't feel wrong, okay, in that case you need not check any other dashboard. You can simply come over here in the EI agent mesh and can check the system statistics from over here easily. Any of the follower nodes are currently inactive. Then we have the reports section. So as of now, we don't have any of the reports generated, but once any of the scan completes, you will be able to create a report. So since this scan is running, we won't be able to create a report right now, but I have configured a scan in the past which has been completed as the status says. So this was one of the internal IP scan using the previous AJ node or the AJ AI agent. Total 46 findings have been reported, of which 4 were critical, 19 high, 20 medium, and 3 low. So here you can see all the vulnerabilities in details. So let's explore a few of the vulnerabilities in details. So here you can see the title which says default credentials detected. So you'll get a complete vulnerability details and remediation guidance under this tab. As you can see, the severity is critical based on the CVSS score identified. You can note down the IP address, the host name, the port on which the issue has been found, and the service which was running upon that port. You have a description for it, the vulnerability impact, the identifiers, along with the compliance mappings. Not only that, you have a clear-cut remediation for whatever issue has been detected, along with the proof of concept. So you need not hunt for it separately, that whether this is only a vulnerability finding or this is a particular exploit too. Then you have the reference links for the respective findings. And this thing you have for each and every finding that this tool detects for you. You can simply initiate a rescan over from here. No need to create a separate scan and go for a configuration again. Just hit simply the rescan and the thing would work as fine. Now let's generate a report for it and see how it looks like. Upon hitting the generate report, you will get two of them. One is a PDF report, another is an Excel format. So let me just quickly download both of them. And let's have a quick view on. Okay, here we have a notification that our reports are ready. While you can observe that a scan has been 24% completed. Now, if we come to the report section, as we have generated two of the reports, here this is the global view for the reports, so you'll find both of them over here. So if you delete them from here, in that case, you can go again back to the scans and to the completed scan and regenerate the report by clicking this button. Now, once a scan has been initiated, that IP gets counted in your subscription plan, which means over here. So while you initiate a rescan, we ensure that it does not count against your remaining pending quota limit, which means if I rescan IP, none of the quota limits are used. So before, if you remember, the count was 19, while as the current scan is in progress, the numbers have increased here too, which means this is the live dashboard of whatever is going on. So be it you configure it in a single host or you have a multiple network setup having different companies located at different locations, you can have a single dash view or the dashboard over here depicting all the findings that you have across your organization. Okay, the last time that we saw was external IP. But what if I want to scan some of my internal network? In that case, you can again hit a new scan. This time we'll go for an internal network pen test. I'll keep this one as a quick scan too because I don't want it to go on for too long. And this, I believe, is my IP. And since it is located within our internal network, what we recommend is you use an agent-based scan. Now, you need to make sure that the agent is able to reach out to that particular scope that we have mentioned in the targets, which means the agent is currently installed in my Windows machine and my Windows machine is able to reach out to this particular VM IP which is internal and accessible from my Windows machine. So just to confirm, what I'll do is I'll simply open a command prompt and ping 192.168.66.140 and you can see the reply indeed comes, which means the machine is reachable. Similarly, if you want to scan an entire range, just make sure that wherever the agent is installed and running, there you have the reachability of that particular internal IP. So here we have one of the agent up and running. We'll select that one and start the scan. So similar to as of these, I have created this quick scan on the same machine. At that time, just the internal IP was a different one. So that was it for today. If you have any queries, please do feel free to reach out any of our team members or drop in an email at sales@blackvaults.cloud. Thank you so much.